Hey, my name is Clinton, and I'm an electrical and electronics engineering student at the University of Auckland. I'm a member of Team EZ Corp, and we're a team consisting of three: Ezra, a computer science student from AUT, and Jacob, a computer science student from the University of Auckland. You'll get to see them later on once they begin their part of the presentation. Alright, so let me begin by first recapping the scope of the IT challenge. This year, we were tasked with defining a digital solution to help businesses on their digital transformation to succeed in a new normal, the COVID world. We do this by helping them effectively engage with customers and/or support the business digitally. With that being established, it was important to see more of some of the stories from smaller businesses. In particular, we were inspired by stories like Mr. Luther here, pictured on the right, that due to the lockdown, that his business actually saw a 96% decrease in daily revenue. And we want to see if this was the case with larger businesses. We were actually surprised to see that Harvey Norman actually saw a 19.2% increase in revenue from the period of July to August as compared to last year. So what separates the two? We as a team came to the realization that small stores like Mr. Luther and other stores that we would colloquially call $2 shops don't have an online presence for things like click and collect or online orders. And so we thought, is there a way to change this? Is there a way for us as a team to give smaller businesses the opportunities that larger businesses have? And so we came to the solution. That is exactly what we hope to do with our refined POS system. GoPOS hopes to offer click and collect services and an online presence to stores that wouldn't typically have these services and effectively level the playing field. I'll leave it to my colleague Jacob to speak more on the product.
Thank you for that, Clinton. I'm Jacob, and I'll first be taking you guys through the business case. Our product will be based on a web app system that gives a platform for smaller businesses to have an online presence. We will create a web app which allows our clients, the retailers, to subscribe to our premium, where they will submit their catalog using a barcode scanner app. Customers will then be able to see on our web app the nearest stores that have the stock by searching keywords. It'll incorporate three main features as shown. First, the POS system. This will keep track of stock and take care of online payment processes. It'll allow for more frequent and accurate stock takes, and it'll identify the stock that needs replenishing based on customer data. Safe click and collect. This will track number of customers processing online orders, notifying customers if foot traffic will be too high to collect. And it'll suggest the safest time for customers to pick up their items. And an online platform gives smaller retailers a chance to have an online presence, allowing them to connect with customers when in-person shopping is not an option. This can also extend to settings where in-person shopping is an option. For example, it can still track customer foot traffic to an extent. It can still show which stores have stock, and it will maintain the opportunity for an online presence. Next, I'll take you through the marketing strategy. Our mission statement is to provide smaller scale businesses more opportunities and level the playing field with larger retailers by offering an online presence. We will initially provide our clients with a first 3 months free promo where they can take a trial and see how things go with our app. Our main competitors are companies like POSBOS and Vend, who supply POS systems for the hospitality sector and larger scale retailers. But our target market is smaller retailers. What separates us from our competitors is the fact that we supply smaller businesses an online presence. Larger scale businesses would already have some sort of online presence, such as a website, and will be using some sort of POS system already. But we have merged these two things together, as well as creating a safer environment for customers to purchase according to their needs. Next, I'll pass it on to Ezra, who will take you first through the architectural plan.
Hi, I'm Ezra. I'll be going over the architectural plan for GoPOS. This is how we look to implement and develop the GoPOS platform. Our concept requires three elements: a retail POS web application, a customer web application, and a web server. Here's a simple diagram of the GoPOS platform architecture. Both the retail and customer apps communicate to each other through the GoPOS central server, where they can store and pull data from each other. For our development roadmap, we look to develop the GoPOS retail application first. We'll use technologies such as Node.js and React Native. We will then develop the custom application, which will again use Node.js and React Native to form an app similar to Uber Eats. Finally, we'll implement our computing and storage capabilities using Google Cloud Services. This will be the server where all of the GoPOS data is stored and distributed amongst each app. I'll now go into the financial breakdown of GoPOS. Here are some of the initial assumptions that we laid, and all of our calculations are based upon these two assumptions. There are around 20,000 or so retail businesses within New Zealand. SMEs account for at least 5,000 of these. We assume an adoption percentage of 10% of this 5,000 per year, which again is a conservative estimate based upon the MYOB survey data, where they state 30% of SMEs are willing to adopt new technologies. Our main revenue point would be a subscription-based model of $79 per month for each subscribed retail business. And the breakdown is in this table here. Some of the main points would be the major costs that will come up with a project like this. For the short term, the initial developer costs, hiring a team of 3 developers at $70K a year, would probably be the most substantial short-term cost. After that, it will probably be the initial marketing campaign. Within the long-term scope, our long-term costs would be the back-end cost of using Google Cloud services, such as the Google Cloud VM engine and the Google Cloud storage. Then maintenance staff costs, and also API costs for public data access to Google Maps and barcode databases. Then finally, additional marketing, which would be 4% of our projected yearly revenue. Our revenue is based upon a continuous adoption rate of at least 10% per year. We project an initial revenue of $471,000 in year 0, with projected payback in year 1. Projecting further onwards, we assume to continue to adopt at least 10% of the remaining small to medium retail enterprises each year, which is still a very conservative estimate, which gives us a final return of investment of 161% over 3 years. I'll now hand it back to Clinton to wrap things up.
So I hope you enjoyed the proposal. We as a team tried really hard to cater a solution to the issues faced by small businesses. We hope we were able to translate that into our presentation. Anyways, thank you for listening.